It's Jennifer Lindquist. I'm here at Kaleidoscope Gallery. No! He went under the surfboard. All right, well, welcome. My name is Jennifer, otherwise known as Jen C. Lindquist. I'm Jen to my friends. And let's see, I'm going to open a chat window here for when people show up. Here we go. So tonight I'm going to discuss the little experiment that I've done, which has been an 8-week live stream with chat. And let's see, I'm going to minimize this. So I need to know if you can hear me okay. I didn't open all my windows to make sure that my stream is running because it's been consistent. So I'm just going to trust this time that it's working. So let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm going to try and project a little bit for Facebook because my phone's a little further away than it normally is. That's my husband's head. I'm going to put him over here. There we go. All right. Alrighty. So welcome once again. All right. So the last 8 weeks I've been doing a live chat kind of as an experiment. I wanted to see how that would work for me, if live streaming is something that I really wanted to do, and how I would go about doing it. And with it being the first time I've taken it seriously, I think it's been really good for me to go through this process. So I'm going to start with how everything went overall, and it's been a lot of fun. Doing the live chats has been a lot of fun, but I realized after the second week that it was helpful for me to have a topic to talk about when I do the live chats, especially for YouTube, because to just get together, especially since I don't have a big following. I have a few friends and a few people that have started following me on YouTube, but you know, I'm just getting started. So where do you go? What do you do when you're just getting started? So I feel like it was important for me to have topics to talk about for my live streams for the rest of the 8 weeks, just to kind of give me something to talk about if nobody showed up, because I don't want to be stressed if nobody's there to talk to. And there's nothing wrong with that because it's going to post and it's going to be available for people to see. So I felt like that was very useful. And I want to also let you know the platforms that I used. So when I'm streaming, hi Matt. Oh, my chat's too low, I can't see it. Oh, good, awesome, thank you. Thanks, Matt, I'm glad you can hear me okay. All right, I feel like, hold please, I'm gonna just move this down a little bit. There, oh good, now I can see, okay. I've got my computer on a stack of books, so I could just remove a book so that I could see the chat. All right, so live stream. So the platforms that I've been using to live stream, I'm live streaming to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. And it was a little more challenging than I expected. So one of the things I realized is that to stream to multiple platforms, I need a restreaming software that's going to send it to the right locations that I want them. And when you stream to let's say you have a Facebook page or a VIP group in Facebook that you want to stream to, most platforms charge extra for that. And I'm just doing an experiment. I was just trying to figure this all out. So I didn't want to spend a lot of money right off the bat just to do some live streams. So now I know, and the way I worked around it, because I always want to work around issues, is I do live streaming to my art group on my phone. And then my computer, I use a software to stream to Facebook, which would be my personal page. It'll only stream to my personal page, YouTube, and Twitch at the same time without paying anything extra. So I really think it is worth it to pay the extra money to be able to stream to everything at the same time through one device, because obviously the more streams I have going through my wireless out my router, the more taxing it is on the network. And being an IT professional, you know, I understand that, and I don't want to do that, but at the same time, I didn't want to spend the money. So for now, this has worked for me. And if I were to do something like this again, I'd really have to consider paying the money to be able to stream to my Facebook group. Because one of the reasons that I created my Facebook group, my VIP group, my artist Facebook page, was to not torture everybody else that I know on Facebook with art stuff if they don't want to see it all the time. And I realize they can choose to, you know, watch the live stream or not, but I want to make sure that the people that are really interested in it are the ones that are going to see the video. So it would be better to be able to stream into my VIP group or onto my Facebook page. And there are softwares for that, but it's funny because I'll go on to the next part and then I'll explain. So, okay, those were the platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And I used streaming software on my computer for most of this. Let's see, I'm using Streamlabs OBS on my laptop, and that's how I'm streaming out. And it's really great because you can set up all these different, what they call scenes. So I have my starting soon little screen, which you can't see it on the Facebook art page, but on the rest of my channels you get to see it. So I can make sure I can start, I can click the scene for starting soon. It just shows a little picture. And then I can open up all the windows for my other pages and make sure that it's streaming and that the streaming is successful. And then I can move on to my introduction and then into the live stream. I really like that process, and I can create other pages, like there's one for Be Right Back. So if something happens and I have to go take care of it and I'm coming back, I can kind of put the video on pause. It's still streaming, and I've got a screen that lets you know what's going on. So, and then there's also stream ended that I can add. And there's other little things, little groovy things that you can put on your screen so that you can see when someone starts following you. And that's through Streamlabs. So I was hoping that I could go straight from Streamlabs out to all three softwares, and I thought I could actually do that through Twitch, but I ended up finding Restream software. It's online software, and I'll put the links below my YouTube video for all of the software that I'm talking about. So Restream software allows me to use Streamlabs, and it goes to this second party service, and it takes the video, it kind of pulls it there, holds it in memory, and then sends it out to the others, right? So that it'll go to YouTube, it'll go to Facebook, and it'll go to Twitch. And then it's up to each of those platforms to show it, and the quality definitely varies from area to area. So one of the things I've noticed is Facebook quality has been pretty good. Sound has been an issue from time to time. YouTube, the video stream to YouTube very well from Restream, but to Twitch I have some lag in my video, and I understand that part of the lag is probably due to the fact that I'm going over Wi-Fi, but YouTube, because there's such a long lag, at first I was frustrated with the lag, but now I understand. It's lagging to allow the video a chance to get there so that it's not breaking up. So when you're doing voice and video, your network is not checking every packet that goes through. It just kind of lets everything go through, and then it assembles it at the end. So you don't have as many packet checks. So you have a lot higher chance of dropping packets if there's any sort of network interruption. And I believe that the lag on YouTube's side allows the packets to kind of catch up, and then they let the video run. So I was frustrated with that at first, but now I don't worry about it because I know that the quality is going to be better than it is on Twitch. Okay, so I also want to discuss some of the issues I've encountered, right? Because streaming it's a tough one to decide if you want to do it, because first of all, you're live, which means if you make mistakes, you're making them live. If I don't know what to say, it's live. And if I don't have a topic to talk about and then nobody shows up, it's live. Everybody sees it. So one of the problems I encountered was the fact that, like I said, week 2, I realized I needed to have topics to go live right now because I have such a small following, and I didn't want to just sit there and talk about my week, because most people, if they are just discovering me for the first time, they don't really know the work that I've done, and so it's better to have a topic. Also, I got a lot of people watching me on Twitch, which I thought was pretty cool, and then a lot of people drop off. So I think there are a lot of bots that are picking up on the channels, watching in hopes that you're going to watch them, and then they drop off later. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I also get people, which I think are bots, going into my chat and putting links to things, pages trying to sell me stuff to become famous on Twitch. And I don't know if you know me at all, I don't care about being famous. I want to do the art stuff and share it and have fun, and this is my hobby, this is a good time, so I'm not too worried about becoming famous. So, and you can block them on Twitch, and that is something that they allow for. And I think you can even change your settings so that people cannot put links in your chat. I would have to look that up, but yeah, that was something. I don't like people spamming my chats. I feel it's rude, and they can contact people directly if they want to do something like that, but to put it in someone's live stream is very rude. Let's see. Streaming software problems encountered, schedule issues. I feel like there's more I wanted to talk about. Not necessarily problems, but issues. Oh, okay. I know. I'm going to close the door. Hold on just a sec. I was getting a little distracted by the noise out there. So, and my hair is distracting me again. All right. So, each platform has its place. And this is something I wanted to discuss. So, Facebook for me is mostly friends and family, and I feel like they're being very supportive and coming online and watching my videos. And I feel like they have more of an interest, obviously, in watching me paint and seeing what's going on in my studio. What are you working on? And a lot of times when I do live streams where I'm painting, it comes off as a tutorial, and it's not meant to be that way. So I do like that I bought an arm, and I'll figure out how to show you that here in a few minutes, that allows a better look at the painting that I'm doing, so that we can sit and chat and I can paint at the same time, and it hopefully doesn't come off as a tutorial, because I don't feel like I'm in the place yet to be giving lessons, but I would like to in the future. YouTube, I think, is more like where the topics come into play. Having something to talk about, having a topic to talk on, and it doesn't have to be what I've been doing. Like for me, I'm like, okay, what would be really interesting to someone who's brand new to this, right? Because I've only been doing this for 2 years, and it's new for me. But there's people that haven't done this at all, and they would be interested in what I have to say. So I try to come up with topics for them, kind of like the live stream. There's a lot of artists, even that I know here locally, that are afraid or haven't tried doing live streaming yet. Is it for me? Is it something I want to do? Well, I'm hoping this video will answer that question, because I really feel like what you want to do will dictate which platform that you go live on. All right, so Facebook, friends and family, and like my art page, and there would have to be a specific way to do it. I want to make sure that I am streaming to my art page group and not just to my friends and family. I love them, but I don't want to spam them with all of my art stuff every time I go live, right? YouTube topics. People want to learn on YouTube. If I have something that I can share, that's great. Twitch, which some of you, Matt, I know you came on to my Twitch channel. Twitch is really geared towards studio time. So what I've decided to do is schedule studio time when I am live streaming to Twitch. And I have yet to figure out, you know, do I have to complete a piece in that 2 to 3 hour block that I spend on Twitch? Or are people okay with just kind of watching the progress as I go, you know? Because if I just sit there and chat, I'm not going to get my work done as quickly as if I'm just painting by myself and listening to music. And Twitch seems to be very conducive to chatting, which I find fun, because it can be very lonely when you're in your studio alone. Especially, you know, if I'm blessed because I work full time, and then I do my artwork in the evenings, and it's more of something fun that I do. It's not my job, but there are a lot of people where that's their job, and it would be really nice to be able to live stream and chat with people while you're working, but it does take away a little bit of your concentration. But that's where Twitch comes into play. Maybe I'm going to have some studio hours, and it's only Twitch. It doesn't need to go everywhere else, because those are the people that are going to want to see what I'm doing. Scheduling issues. Okay, so this was a big one for me. I didn't think it would be an issue. I thought I had this all figured out. I'm going to do this on Sundays because we don't do anything Sunday nights, right? Well, not exactly true. So Sunday's part of the weekend for me, which is a little bit of my free time. So what I found is that to go live Sunday nights at 5, I would want to be home by 3 o'clock. So that gives me 2 hours to prep. And being a woman, you know, who's going to show my face on video, I needed time to do my hair and makeup if it wasn't already done. I needed time to, you know, I try to do my notes throughout the week, but I'm always finishing it up and writing it on my whiteboard on Sunday, and then testing your equipment. So I've got to open up Facebook Live, open up Streamlabs, make sure the sound is good, and work out those kinks through recording software before I ever go live, which is an option, by the way, in Streamlabs. So what I found was really good is that before I go live, I could just record a session and then go listen to it and make sure the sound was good. So then I know whatever I broadcast is going to be good sound-wise. And then, you know, I'll open up the different windows, and you can mute them. If you right-click the tab of Twitch or YouTube, you can mute it so you can see it, but you don't get the like an echo effect. You may have noticed on the first or second live stream that I did, or some of the tests, I would talk and I hear echo, 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 echo. So there was something I had to fix in Streamlabs with the audio, and then also I had to make sure that the Chrome windows that I had open were muted, so that it wouldn't keep repeating things. I didn't want anything to come back out and in. So that was some of the learning curve. So I highly recommend, if you're gonna do a live stream, just do what I did, which is, I'd say 4 weeks is not long enough. I feel like 8 weeks was the perfect amount of time for me to hit probably all of the issues that I was going to run into and be able to fix them, kind of figure out what was going on, and also to decide if this was something I wanted to do. So yeah, Sundays was hard because leaving whatever we were doing to get home, to get ready, and then also there was the week that we went camping, and we go camping about not quite once a month, sometimes once a month, definitely every 2 months. And the better thing to do than to try to stream at the campsites where the Wi-Fi usually isn't that good anyway, and it was really bad at Manatee Springs. It would have been better to pre-record whatever I was going to talk about and schedule it for that day, and then record something at the springs to show later. Because it's interesting, you know, going out to the springs and painting and whatever it is that we're doing. I did like bringing that into the work. Oh, I should have had a drink. My throat's sore. Excuse me. All right, so that was my schedule issues. I have notes that I wrote down, and let's see, live stream topics. So I mentioned that. So I think for the most part, like I said, when you're starting, having a topic for your live stream is really good. People can ask questions, you can give answers. It can be a little bit awkward because if you watch live streams on YouTube, a lot of people have a really big following, and they don't do the live streams until they have a big following, which is great. But if the reason I did the live streaming was because I found the amount of editing that went into a video taxing. And for me, working full time and trying to do YouTube as well, it was just a little bit too much work. I wanted to be able to do like my, I call it speed paintings. My speed paintings, not as often. I mean, they don't come around as often. It's a lot of video, it's a lot of editing involved, but I still wanted to be able to get a video out every week. So I think streaming is good for that, but if you're gonna do that on YouTube and have a topic. And, you know, once, like my plan is to maybe just change the date of my live streams to Monday or Tuesday and continue to have a topic, and then if it gets busier, if I get a decent amount of following where people are asking a lot of questions, then at that time I may change it to where it's just a straight video and have live chats specifically for questions. But I'm not there yet, and I don't anticipate being there for quite a while, and that's okay. I think that's really okay. So my schedule update. All right, so I was talking to my husband about this today, and between the live streaming and then the 14-day painting challenge that I signed up for, I do want to paint more often than I was. I don't want to paint every single day. I will sketch every day, but I don't necessarily want to be in my studio every day. So I do plan on uploading on Sundays something kind of like this, where I have a topic to talk about, and it probably won't be a live chat, or at least I'll be uploading speed paintings on Sundays, but I'd like to upload a video every Sunday. Live chats will be Mondays, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have kind of like what I did the other night, where I was doing a study. It's not a full painting, so it's not going to take me, 10, 20 hours to do it. It's just basically taking something out of my sketchbook, painting out an idea. It's not going to be a finished piece, but it'll be something for us to sit there. I can work out. It can be good or bad, it's just kind of working out a painting before I put it onto canvas. And then we can talk, and there's not as much pressure for me to concentrate while we chat. And because that was a lot of fun. That was really nice to be able to do that. And something like that I think I can keep within an hour to 2 hours max. And something like that I could publish out to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at the same time. And then the rest of my studio hours will be just regular painting. It takes as long as it takes, and it's going to be streamed to Twitch. But I'll send the announcement out to Facebook. But regular studio hours where the paintings take a really long time are not appropriate for YouTube and probably are not as appropriate for Facebook. But if the Facebook announcement goes up and someone wants to take the time to come over to Twitch and watch me paint, that's perfectly fine, and I'm happy to share that. And you know, not everything's going to show up there. There's times when I just want to put music on, paint, and not share it with the world. So I'm going to have that time as well. And I think in the end, it'll give me probably about 4 or 5 days a week of painting time. And then a few days when I just can, you know, come home from work and crash and not worry about it and not have to get online on a weekend day, you know, rush, run back home, get things done. So live stream Monday nights. I'll upload, it won't be a live topic, but it'll be filmed as if it's live, where I'm not doing a bunch of editing. I have a topic, I talk about it, and it's done, and those will upload on Sundays because I'd like to keep that going. I feel like I have something to offer, and then, you know, if it runs out or if I feel like I'm not coming up with anything that's helpful, then at that time I'll reevaluate. And then, you know, Tuesday nights, probably Thursday nights, I will live stream on Twitch only. And I'll put that schedule on Twitch. And I'll just call those studio hours. So if I'm in my studio working, I will go ahead and live stream. And if someone wants to join me, great. If not, that's okay too. Because it's nice to share it. And just so you know, so Twitch will record it. And it holds it, if you don't have a paid membership, I believe it keeps your video on there for 14 days, 14 or 15 days, and you can download it. So I've downloaded most of my Twitch recordings, and I'm going to speed them up and make some speed paintings out of those and post those online, because those people really seem to like watching. I can just put them to music, or I can chat about whatever it is I'm painting. And so I really see Twitch as a great opportunity to create content and download it and use it later. And you know, it's nothing scripted. You just paint. Oh, I wanted to show you the arm, which has made all the difference for me as far as getting a good video. YouTube. I'm going to have to disconnect my Facebook thing, and this is going to be a little bit awkward, but I promise it's worth it. Okay. So I'll move my lights. Facebook. Oh, I should cancel. Okay. All right, are we still live? Okay, I think we are. All right, I'm turning my laptop at the same time. And I'm gonna move that up. All right, it's not easy to see. So I've got this arm that I've installed. And this is Manfrotto. I know you can't read it, but I got this at a hobby shop that I went to, and I'll show you here. It's probably hard for you to see. So basically what I can do is I can take this off, and I've got this little thing that holds my phone. So I can use my phone as a webcam, which I didn't like the phone as a webcam, but it did work when I needed it. But I also attached I have this little Logitech web camera, and I added some Velcro, and I just, oops, I probably just broke it. You can attach Velcro to it and smush it on there, and then that hangs over this painting surface so that it can hang over, it can look down, and then I can film when I'm painting. And I've got some little stand-up easels, and I can just angle it the way that I need it. And that's been a blessing. That's been quite a blessing. And I feel like it makes it look, you know, because one of my live videos that I had some complaints that they couldn't see my artwork. I'm going to put you back on the arm. There we go. There we go. Hello, hello. So yeah, one of them, people complained that they couldn't see what I was doing, and the arm, and I want to say it was only maybe $15 or $20 at our photo hobby shop that we have here. And actually I can get you more information. Hold on. Alrighty, so this is called a studio clamp. Okay, studio clamp. And it took a little getting used to. It can be really hard to adjust. It's also got some extra parts. I have yet to figure it out completely. But oh my goodness, what a difference. Like, I can attach it to my easel. You see my easel. Usually my easel is not in the background because I have my notes on it, but this time I put my notes on a piece of paper. So I can actually attach it to my easel here and have it hang over. And then the web camera I attach to my computer with a USB cable. And that way you can get a better view instead of using my tripod, because the tripod just kind of put it at a weird angle, kind of too far away, because, you know, once you kind of get just over my shoulder, you're just a little too far away to get a really good view. And the arm put it in a place where it was much easier to see the artwork that I was using. And it was a good purchase. You know, it was kind of I didn't go in to buy the arm, but I'm so glad I did. And I'm definitely going to keep live streaming because I really enjoy it. You know, and I'm going to go back and produce more videos, but this has really, I think, eased a load for me. You misread the stream title. I thought it said how to live beginner artist. Little Raz. Hello. Well, I'm sorry you misread it, but yeah, it's how to live stream as an artist. Maybe I typed the description wrong. Oh, that's funny. Hello. Yeah, so this was my first, I did 8 weeks of live streaming, and it was a challenge and it was a lot of fun, and I'm just trying to, you know, kind of let you know what I've learned. So you might want to go back to the beginning and just watch the video. But if you're on Twitch, you've probably done this a million times. So equipment. Let me go into that before I finish. So this year when I bought my new laptop, I bought one with a NVIDIA GeForce graphics card, and it's an i7. Oh gosh, I think it's an i7 processor, and it's like the laptop I was holding out to get. Not quite super powerful gaming laptop, but it's enough to be able to do some of the graphics stuff that I'm doing and video editing, and you know, I didn't want to buy one until I could get something that was good enough. Oh, you thought I was going to tell you how to survive? Well, yeah, starting out as an artist is really hard. So there are more videos out there, but I work full-time and I do art as well. And that's probably how you survive as an artist when you're first getting started. We can certainly discuss it at some point. It's not easy. The few people on YouTube and all these places make it look easy, you know, but it's a long process. But I've not tried to be a full-time artist, really. I'm doing it part-time until I retire from my job in IT, and then I'll pursue it full-time. I think that'll be fun. I like my IT job. There was a time I wanted to be a full-time artist. I wanted to be an artist for Disney, and that just, you know, you kind of have to go to school and you kind of have to go work at Disney to do that. You work part-time. Well, that's good. Yeah, sometimes you have no choice. You just got to find the right place for you as an artist. But it can happen. There were times when I wanted to do murals on people's wall. I was a stay-at-home mom, and that's what I wanted to do. You know, I see, Will Raz, work to live, no live to work. Well, I think most of us do that, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I was a stay-at-home mom for a while and wanted to do art, but never did it. I think when I had the opportunity to do it, then I ended up a single mom, and I had to make money. Like, there was no option. I was not getting child support, and I had 2 kids, and I had to work. So I don't regret it. And I always wanted to do art as well, and I thought it was one or the other. And one day I realized I could do both. There's no reason why I can't do art and work. So, you know, if I had maybe spent a little bit, yeah. Yeah. So you do what you got to do until you get where you want to be, and just don't stop trying. That's all. Anyway, so let me get back to the live stream. What was I saying? Hardware. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that through Streamlabs, I was able to stream and restream. I could stream to Facebook, my personal page, YouTube, and Twitch. But I was not able to stream to my Facebook art group page. And I had to actually, so I used my phone to stream to my Facebook page. So, okay, so here's my suggestion. Let's say you've never done the live stream thing before and you want to get started. Hi, Timothy. Welcome. I would recommend first figure out who you're streaming to, right? That's kind of what I was trying to figure out. So on my Facebook personal page, it's all friends and family, and I know what they want to see. They want to see me paint. That's great. On YouTube, it's going to be more about giving, maybe helping people. I started YouTube to give, to create a place for people to find my work, people that have seen me maybe out at the shows or look my name up online, to give myself some credibility as an artist and say, look, this is me, this is the work that I'm doing. But YouTube doesn't care about that. YouTube wants you to help people and teach people. So that's why the topics. And it's actually really worked to help increase my YouTube visibility over the past 8 weeks. And I was really surprised to see the growth that I saw. And it's nice. So I know that that's where those types of topics need to go. If you just want to stream studio time, really Twitch is the place to do that. So Twitch likes you to paint or stream. If you could stream every day, they would love that. It's called Twitch TV. So you want to have a normal amount of, that's why I want to do my studio time through Twitch. So it'll take you streaming 2 to 3 hours, maybe 4 or 5 times a week. And the more that you stream, the more that they reward you. And so, and on YouTube, people probably don't want to spend a ton of time watching you. They don't want to sit there for 3 hours and watch you paint on something that's going to take you 15 hours to finish, you know? That's what Twitch is for. All right, I'm going to read some of the chats here. Lil Raz, it was funny because I'm trying to learn Maya, ZBrush, and Unity to make a film or game, but was like not learning. I've been watching live streams and learn about loads of software that basically does it all for you with the knowledge I have in all the mentioned software. It's like the universe is saying, what do you want me to make it for you to? You can find everything online. No lie, you totally can. It's true. You know what? I spent last year, I was working so hard to learn online stuff that I spent 2019 watching so many YouTube videos. I swear I got addicted to YouTube, and I'm weaning myself off of the YouTube. I followed some coaches, and I wanted to learn about where to post my art, where's the best place to post my art, what's the best way to sell art online. There's so much that I wanted to know that I forgot that I don't have to rush this. For myself, I work full time. I don't need the art to make my mortgage payment or to buy me groceries. That's not where I am. And I know a lot of people are there and that's what they want. And yeah, it'd be great to be able to do art full time. And someday that would be wonderful. But slow and steady. I'm fine with slow and steady, and I had to kind of back off a little bit and be like, okay, let me just take a few steps. Let me really take the time to learn. And I think it's very valuable to take time to learn the platform, to learn streaming, to learn YouTube, to really understand everything that's involved in this. And it is a very valuable tool, and I'm definitely going to continue. So hopefully you've learned something. You've gleaned some information from me. I swear I've learned so much. I could probably do a 4 to 6 week series just on live streaming and hardware and everything, because it's a struggle. It's been such a struggle. And I know I'm not done. I know I have more to learn, because there are other software platforms to use, and I haven't tried them all. I'm really kind of attached to Streamlabs. One of the reasons I really like it is because the audio, it seems to help get the audio right, no matter whether or not I've got my microphone plugged in or not. It really seems to help with that. And I know I could try OBS, but that really seems pointless unless I go to, and no matter what, I would have to pay, I think, to be able to stream to my Facebook Live page. So I'm still trying to figure that out. But it's been a valuable learning experience. And like I said, I'm going to continue to do live streams, but instead of Sunday nights, I'm going to move them to Monday nights. And I am going to continue painting live in my studio. I'm going to give myself some studio hours. I will be posting those on Twitch, and I'm going to continue with topics, maybe not live. I haven't decided just yet, on Sundays. Kind of keep it going a little bit. So I'd love to see you again. I'll do my best. I'll figure it all out this week and get something posted. And hopefully I'll see you soon. I hope this was helpful. And, if you tried live streaming, keep trying. Ain't there an OBS by, that's what I'm using. OBS by Streamlabs. Yes. And then there's also Open Broadcast Software by itself, which I downloaded, and I didn't see that it would be any better than this. Sorry, my throat's getting a little sore from talking. I didn't see that OBS would be any better than Streamlabs, and I really like Streamlabs right now. And then I use Restream in order to send the signal to the 3 different platforms. Yeah, Streamlabs, I found out about Streamlabs from my son-in-law who does gaming. I was going over to his house, helping my daughter with their son. Oh, thank you. And he was teaching me all about live streaming, so I thought it'd be fun to give it a try. Thank you, Timothy, for saying my art is wonderful. I appreciate it. I love to paint. It is so much fun. And for a while there, I guess because it was getting dark so early, I was kind of getting lazy. Kind of, what is that? It's that winter, it's not necessarily depression, but it's dark and you feel like you should be going to bed instead of staying up and doing stuff. So I kind of got lazy. So I kind of did this to get my butt in gear and get some painting done. It's been really good for me. Yeah. So I'm happy. The time change is coming in a couple of weeks, and that'll be good. And then we'll have a little bit more energy. So coming up in the next few weeks, I have an art festival in Heathrow Lake Mary that I'm attending. It's a 2-day art festival. It's my first time there, and that'll be a lot of fun, I think, if it's not too cold. We were looking at the weather today, and it seems like it's going to be chilly and wet. Of course, it seems like every time I have a show, it's like wet or hurricane, but it should be fun nonetheless. And then I also have this, I'm going to be doing it's not an art festival, it's like a flower festival, but they have chalk artists coming out. And so this is going to be my first time doing chalk art. That's in April coming up. So I bought some chalk and I'm going to practice, and I'm going to try and videotape it. I'm sure it'll take a long time, and post it at some point, because I think that would be a lot of fun. And I wanted to do it for fun. I thought it'd be pretty cool to do something a little bit different and post it. So my throat's sore, so I got to stop. But alrighty, I will talk to everybody later. And today's Sunday, so tomorrow night I will do a live stream. I'll post my hours, and it's just going to be me painting and chatting. It's not going to be on a topic, so I'd love for you to join me if you're able to, and I'll see you then. Thank you, Will Raz, for joining me. Thank you, Matt Starr. Thank you, Timothy. I really appreciate y'all taking the time to come out, and I look forward to getting to know you a little bit better. And I'll talk to you later. And as usual, I've got to stop this somehow. Have a good night. Bye.